Hello, hello, hello. This is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And this is our review of the Marvel Legends 6-inch scale Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Daughters of Thanos action figures.
Thanos.
I said Thanos. But that's Nebula and Gamora. I like both of these figures so far from looking at them because the first Gamora I didn't think looked very good. This looks like they improved it a lot. Mm-hmm. And also, it really annoyed me that Nebula wasn't one of the characters in the first series. So, same with Yondu and whatever the villain was. I forget his name. They should have made them in the first series, but instead they included a bunch of characters that weren't related. Well, they were related, but they weren't in the movie. But now that Volume 2 came out, we got Yondu already, and now we got Nebula, so that's cool. But, yeah, you can see, they like to do this thing. I think it's to save on making packages, because they both have the exact same package. And then both of them are on the back, because it's the Daughters of Thanos. That's just weird that they do that. This is the Mantis wave. The Mantis is another character from the movie, and that's cool. They made her. You can also get a new rocket that comes with a baby Groot, and then a new Star-Lord, Adam Warlock, who's not in the movie, Ex Nihilo something, and Death's Head 2. He doesn't come with a piece though, but he's really cool because I really liked him in the 90s. I liked the way he looked, at least. And there's the Mantis figure.
I have to say, her legs look weird in the package. In the front. Just weird, just a skinny little leg in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to, like, with Build-A-Figures, there's, like, this giant piece. Mm-hmm. With her, just a tiny leg.
Well, she's not the smallest one they've done. Actually, I think Rocket Raccoon was the smallest one they've done. Comic book Rocket Raccoon. Mm. Okay, let's open them up. Alright, there they are, opened up. And I kinda really like them a lot.
Me too. They're both pretty awesome.
They both have a couple imperfections here and there, but I think they're pretty cool. They're both way better than the figures from the original Guardians of the Galaxy 1 wave.
Which were kind of to be honest.
Yeah, they really look rushed, but these two look pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm. And Gamora's face actually looks like her this time.
The first one didn't.
Not at all.
And Nebula looks like Nebula. Mm-hmm. Like she did in the movie, in the face. But we gotta start going over them. So I guess we'll start off with
leg.
Leg?
We'll start off with leg.
Oh, they each come with a leg. Cool. Okay. Let's start with Gamora. So here is Gamora. And she comes with a few accessories. She comes with this gun. She comes with her sword extended. And also her sword not extended.
Unextended.
Yeah. And it can fit into this little sheath here over here. And she comes with one of the Mantis legs. Now, we were just talking about her accessories. And one thing that Marvel Legends has been annoying me with lately is their weapons and guns looked shitty. But this one looks really nice.
Yeah, that gun looks good. It even has, like, shading to it, like, makes it look like actual metal.
Yeah, that's the main problem with... Well, there's two problems with them. One is the... it's almost like the sculpt of them is almost rounded or something. Like, it's not... It doesn't have sharp edges, but this one does.
Not crisp.
Yeah. And, yeah, like you said, the shading really makes it look nice. Mm-hmm. I'm really happy with this gun. But her sword kind of looks like the older type weapons.
It looks like the spoon of swords.
Yeah, it doesn't... And then I think it is a different sculpt. Well, I know it's definitely a different sculpt from the first Gamora's sword. But still, it's... I think it's a little more detailed, but it's not that great. And her hand is actually flexible enough that it could hold on to the gun with two hands, so that's pretty cool. Now, looking at the face, like we were saying, it looks so much more like Zoe Saldana. Saldana? How do you say her name?
I don't know how you say it. Probably not like that.
Whatever, I don't care.
I assumed it was Saldana.
Saldana?
But I could be wrong.
That sounds more right. But yeah, here's the old one, which does not look like her. And I don't this just looks so much better. I like the color on this one better too.
Ours does have a tiny red dot on her forehead, though.
Yeah, if you look closely, there's a red dot on her forehead. And you were saying it kind of looks like just the tiniest bit. Her eyeball printing is up on her upper eyelid just a little bit.
But you can't tell unless you're looking like with your face in the toy's face. You have to look really close to see it.
But the silver lines on her face look cool. They look better than they did on this one. Mm-hmm. And I like how they put some gloss on her eyes and her lipstick.
And her skin color is way better, too.
Yeah, it is.
That one's more like... The old one's kind of like olivey looking. It just doesn't look quite right.
And the hair looks better. The cool thing about this one was the sort of iridescent blue paint. It looked cool on this one. But... still, I like the jacket on this one too. I mean, that's just because of the new movie she has a jacket on. It's not really the figures of it's not really this figure's fault. This new one just is so much better.
Even her feet are better. Look at the little tiny feet on the old one. They just look weird.
Yeah. It was really hard to stand her up, but this one's not too hard. There's the sword from the first one. So, neither of them are really that great.
I think the first one actually looks a little bit better. Because it looks like they tried to put more detail on the new one, but it's just like blobby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think maybe her sword's just a little too intricate for them to do.
yeah.
Here's a retracted sword, which you can fit into this sheath here. So that's cool. So when she's using her gun or not fighting, you can just stick that in there. Yeah, I like the outfit. It looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. It could use more shading, but most of the Marvel Legends could.
I like that they got the little thingies on the boots, her weird heels.
Yeah. And the jacket looks pretty cool. Lots of nice wrinkles in there. Texture. Looks cool. Can't really take the jacket off because then you should have jacket arms without.
That would look strange.
Yes.
I'd definitely say the best thing about her, though, is her face. It really looks like her.
Yeah, I really like it. I got surprised when I seen somebody post a picture of this. I'm like, that's how the actual figure's going to look? I thought that was just a preview picture. But
It usually doesn't look as good.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I might, like, if I see another one in the store, I'll probably get it and switch them because I just don't, I don't want that dot there. And maybe I'll find one where the printing on the eye is a little better. But I haven't seen them in the store yet. Got this on eBay. And Zombie Cat ran away!
Yep.
And now for articulation. So her head can turn side to side. Her hair is soft so it can move out of the way when you move her head. So that's good. So she can actually turn to the side. Look up and down a little bit. More than I would expect with this hair. So yeah, that's pretty damn cool that she has that much articulation with that amount of hair. Then up at the shoulders. Pretty good articulation there. Then you can spin at the elbows. Then there's a hinge joint. Spin at the wrist, hinge joint. Then underneath the boobies, you can spin there. Also go back and forth. Whoa, actually more than I thought it could. That's pretty impressive, actually. And then at the hips, oh, that leg's gonna pop off. Ah! That happens on some of the Marvel Legends. But good. Do a split about that far before the leg pops off. And kick out about that far. Spin there at the thigh. Double jointed knees. Then you can spin at the ankle. There's a hinge joint. And kind of tilt. Well, yeah, it kind of can. So yeah, articulation on her is pretty damn good. I'm really impressed with it because with this jacket and her hair, I thought she would be limited, but she's not that limited. Pretty damn good. Okay, now it is Nebula's turn. pretty happy with this figure too. One of my favorite things is the paint on her. Like, it just looks cool, like it's sort of metallic. The purple is metallic right down the center of her face. And even the blue is slightly metallic. You got all them little lines painted on her. Looks like they got a little sloppy there though. There's blue on the purple part.
How dare they?
But it's not too bad. And she's got an all new sculpt just for her. Because there's like lots of... That's one thing we didn't say about Gamora. I'm pretty sure her whole body was new. But this Nebula's got...
Lots of texture.
Yeah. I'm glad they did that. I don't like when they just repaint certain figures because it doesn't always work too well. Then she's got the robotic arm. Lots of detail in there. It's got this little weird thing. It's a separate piece. And there you can see on her face, she has robot parts in her eye. Around the side of her head. I don't know what all this black junk is all over her pants.
I'm guessing it's supposed to be like dirt or rub marks or something.
Burn marks, maybe?
Maybe.
And there's her boots. Her boots look like that maybe there should be more colors in there. That's all the same color through all this. It seems like maybe there should be a little more detail in there.
Yeah, like on the...
Look like there's buckles.
Like, yeah, like little weird buckles and straps and stuff.
We were talking about her elbow pads. They kind of stick out funny. Make her look like she has a big fat elbow.
And it's also like, her arms look okay from the side, but if you look at them from the front, they look a little bit too skinny.
Yeah, maybe. Then she has her little gloves. A little bit of blue paint there. And she comes with a couple accessories. She comes with this little teeny tiny gun, which is very simple.
It's also really easy to get into her hand, which is nice.
Yeah. And she comes with an alternate arm, robot arm, which is pretty cool. It looks like,
It's like a claw machine.
yeah, it does.
You can pick up stuffed animals with that, but you probably have to waste a few, like $5-6 before you get the 50-cent stuffed animal.
And she comes with the other mantis leg. Switch out this arm. Yeah. There we go. Makes her look more robotic-y. That's one thing that kind of bugged me about the second movie. Because in the first one, I thought her makeup on her face made her look robotic. And the second one, it just looked like makeup. Looks cool in the figure. I like her black eyes. Black guys. I like her black guys. I like her black eyes. No, as for articulation, I can go back forward like that. Her hair doesn't get in the way. And then she can spin her head. And then up here, ooh, this thing's kind of hard. Yeah, it's going to hinder. She can't put her arm straight up right there. That thing's hard. But whatever. And you can spin right there. And there's a hinge joint. And over here. This arm can go up a little further. Spin there. Yeah. The wrist you can spin. No hinge joint, it just spins. And what about this arm?
Are you sure it doesn't have a hinge joint? Or it's just stuck?
Oh wait, yeah, this one has a hinge joint.
I think the other one's just stuck like her feet were.
Oh yeah, okay, it's over here. I thought it would be on that side, but it's right there. Okay. Then underneath her robot boobies. I'm assuming she has robot boobies. She's not completely robot, but...
We're trying to make you better at combat, so we're gonna give you robot tits, because that'll help. Maybe you can beat Gamora if you have robot tits.
You can spin there. Go about that far. Her legs don't pop off like Gamora's did. Kick out like that. Spin there. Double jointed knees. There's a hinge joint. And this hinge joint on ours is
really tight.
Yeah. I don't know why it's so tight.
That is kind of a good thing, though, because they wear out.
And then there's the little tilt. There's preview pictures where I thought she looked so weird, but I'm not sure what they did. They had her in a weird pose or something. Just made her body look odd, but I'm not seeing it here. I think it looks pretty good.
I actually like this figure just as much as the Gamora, which I didn't really care about this character that much.
Yeah. I think I like the Gamora just a little better because I was so disappointed in the first Gamora.
Yeah, and her face is really good.
Yeah.
Really good. But I like Nebula almost as much.
Yeah, they're both pretty awesome. So there they are next to their, I guess, adoptive father,
His
Thanos.
daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And Thanos was a Build-A-Figure from a previous wave with a loose joint there.
He's dancing.
Maybe.
That just looks like humping. Stop.
But, yeah, that's cool to see them together. You don't really see them together much in the movie because he's barely in the first movie. He's not even in the second one at all. They both hate him. So, he's a shitty dad. So there they are next to Star-Lord. But this is the Star-Lord from the first series, from the first movie.
And that does not look like him at all.
No. I think the newer one looks a little more like him, but it still doesn't really look like him, even in the new version. But you can see he's kind of cheap looking, but yeah, saying about him. And there's the Rocket from the first series. He don't look too bad, but his articulation's shit.
And he looks sad.
Yeah, he does look sad.
I don't like him looking sad.
And there's Groot from the first movie. It was probably one of the better ones that they did from that series.
Mm-hmm.
He looks pretty cool. But in the second movie, he looks nothing like this. Because he's teeny tiny. And there they are next to Drax. This is the newer version of Drax, just painted a little bit better. Has a better face. And there they are next to the new Yondu figure. And he's another one they did a much better job on. I mean, this is the first Yondu figure, but the quality of him is better than the quality of the first movie's figures.
Mm-hmm.
His arrow's cool. Now there's most of the team together, but their costumes don't match because they're from different movies. So what? Alright, so I really like both these figures.
I think they're pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're two of the better Marvel Legends figures. And, or at least like the females, because females a lot of times aren't done too well and often use reused bodies. But these are both brand new bodies. And Gamora looks so much better.
She really looks like herself. And I'd say, like, Nebula's not as spot on, but it does look like her face, too. Her likeness is good.
And she's got a lot of detail on her and a whole new body. And I like her switchable arms and her glossy, like, metallic paint.
I even like her little tiny gun.
Yeah.
And I like Gamora's great big gun.
It's painted real nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, the articulation's pretty good on them, too. Especially Gamora, who I thought would be hindered by her jacket and hair, but it's not. So, yeah. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I like the voice.
My daughters have returned. What news do you have to tell me?
I have completed my mission, Father. The King of Majafal has been eliminated.
Excellent work, Gamora. You have done your father proud. And what about you, Nebula?
I have failed, Father. I brought back your number 2 combo from Space Burger, but didn't realize that they forgot the fries. So you only have a cheeseburger with no fries. I'm sorry, Father. I have failed you.
Oh, that's okay, Nebula. But it looks like we're going to have to improve you, so this does not happen again. So I think the only way to make you a little more efficient is to cut off your tits and replace them with robot tits. Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh.